Hey friends,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thanks for
Come,
meeting with me. All right,
likewise,
I'll
come
follow
have a
you.
drink with
Lead the
me.
way.
Who keeps it real? The ones with a smile, the ones who heal from the
It's a
desk to
beautiful
the
sunny
kitchen,
day
the
in New
guard
York
at the
today.
door.
It is.
They
All
do
right,
so
well,
much
thank you for
more.
having this
It's not
interview,
just a job,
friend.
it's a
I'm happy to be here today.
Love that, love that. Well, for those who don't know you, tell us a little about yourself, Kim.
Well, my name is Kim. I am a practice manager in the healthcare field. I currently oversee a primary and multi-specialty department and also in urgent care. Um, I'm here, trying to do the best that I can in my field. My plans are to go to law school eventually, but I'll tell you more about that, how I go from healthcare to law in a little
I
bit.
love that. I love that. I know you're a very busy girl. Like it took us what? 3 weeks to finally get you to
Yes,
do
yes.
this. So I understand you're not just in healthcare, but like you just graduated from school.
Yes,
What
I
was that
did.
in?
So I recently got a bachelor's degree in law and policy
Got it.
at John Jay.
Love that. Congrats.
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I've been a little busy trying to manage work, school, and I also have a little one, so that's why it took us 3 weeks.
Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm glad we just got a chance to meet you, and you chose an amazing spot. I've never known this spot existed before, so I'm excited to be out. And it's the first sunny day in New York for a long time, so I'm glad we're outside.
And what better way to enjoy the sunny day with a little drink?
I love the drink part because that means you're going to tell me all the secrets. So, Kim,
Girl.
tell me, what's a practice manager?
So, a practice manager is pretty much, you want the nice version or the simple version?
We want the truth. This is
So
Hey
the truth
Fween.
is, you're babysitting a bunch of grown adults. You're babysitting a bunch of doctors who don't want to follow the rules, and you're babysitting all the staff who just want to complain all day.
Got it. And do you babysit the patients too?
Oh, absolutely. You have to babysit the patients because they get upset when they walk in late to their appointment and they can't be seen at the time they want to be seen. You have to cater to their needs every time they throw a tantrum because, as they say in the corporate world, right? The patient's always right.
Correct.
So you do a lot of babysitting.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so I'm guessing like a practice manager is a babysitter for anything medical related at a clinic.
Correct. Pretty
Love
much.
that. Love. But how did you get into that? Because you say you're going to school for law. So how did you end up in the practice management world?
Well, I started in healthcare when I was 18 as a front desk.
Okay.
So I kind of got into healthcare because I just needed a secure job. So
Got it.
I needed something that offered security and I needed something that was going to pay me.
Got
So
it.
I started as a front desk, and throughout the years, I was like, wait, I want to do more. I have to do more. But at that time, I still hadn't finished school. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. So I was like, let me just move up the chain of command. And then an opportunity came where I became a practice manager for an urgent care. And I was like, you know what? This is not that hard. Babysitting, I can do that.
Love
Give
it.
it to me.
So from what I'm hearing, because I'm so happy you said it, that originally it was like a holding position for you that turned into a career.
Correct.
So I don't think a lot of people know this about healthcare. They just assume like you have to go to school, you got to get a degree to be here.
Correct.
And what we're learning is as a practice manager, you can start as a front desk and work your way up.
Absolutely. It's all about experience. I think sometimes we believe that, you need a certain degree to get to a certain position in life, but actually having experience lets you get to where you want to be. So what I would say to a lot of people is don't focus so much. Yes, focus on the degree, but also don't hold yourself back because you don't have it. Keep getting the experience that you need and keep going for what you want.
I love that. And is the practice manager position like the highest you can get in this career, like, or is it like a middle point?
It's like a middle point because after the practice manager role, you do have directors of operations or what they would call regional manager. There's so many roles that you can dive into, but you do need to have certain experience.
And that you can learn on the job.
And that you can learn on the job. I would say that I think 99% of what I know, I've learned on the job.
I love that, which means like, because a lot of time there are a lot of different careers. I know when you go to school, you learn something, and then when you get in the real world, you're like, hey, how does this apply here? So with you, it's different because you're actually learning what's needed every day and applying it right then and there.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in you go to school and you learn what you need to learn in order to get into the work field. I don't think school prepares you for anything work related. Yeah, it can give you some knowledge, but you learn how to do your role when you're actually in the role. I think you have to fake it till you make it. So you got to get in it, fake it, learn as much as you can, and that's how you become an expert
I
in
love
certain
that. I love
situations.
that. We're gonna go back to the babysitting because usually when you say babysitting in modern day, it means like people are annoying or they're not doing what they need to do. So there has to be some aspect because you sound like you love what you do. You look good, so and this is a work day for you, so
Yes.
everything is amazing. So tell us, what about it makes you say babysitting? What about it don't you like?
So when I say babysitting, it's really babysitting. So like you'll have some employees who come in today and they're in a bad mood. So now you have to cater to their needs and figure out what can I do to make you feel better today? Or someone's super sad today. So now you got to walk around the edges to make sure you don't push a button or like make sure they're okay. And I think that's one of the things that I don't like, all the different personalities that you have to deal with on a daily basis.
Got it.
And then on top of that, you're dealing with your own issues that you come into work, but you have to tame it because everyone else around you is having their issues.
Okay, so you're a babysitter and a counselor.
Yes, totally. Totally. So like I think, not to overshare, but like I think twice a week I get some personal drama or a new pregnancy being announced.
Well, that has to be fun. Who needs reality TV?
No, like who needs reality TV? Just come to our show. Just come to our site, please.
Love that. Love that. Speaking of reality TV, a little birdie told me you're on one.
Oh yes, I am.
Well, we're not going to spill the beans because this is Hey Fran. We're not doing no
we
free
can spill. We
publicity.
can spill.
I mean, if you want to share, by all means,
yes.
you can.
So I'm currently shooting for 90 Day Fiance.
Ooh.
It's something that should be coming out soon. I love reality TV, live camera, action me, please.
I love that. And you live in a reality show at work.
Yes, I always say this is like High School Musical in the healthcare field. That's what it is.
I've never heard that before. I like that saying. High School Musical in the healthcare field.
There's
I
always
like that.
Yeah, there's always a different tune, a different drama, and something always going on. It's never a dual moment. Never.
I appreciate that. I love that. Now, you also mentioned that patients coming late and they have an attitude. Please tell me about this because one of my qualms that I have is it doesn't matter how early I show up to my appointment, I'm always waiting to see a provider. What's that all about, babysitter? Please put me on.
Well, the truth is, we always overbook.
Okay.
That's the truth. So if you're walking into a doctor's office and you think you're gonna be seen at 9:30, no, that's just a slot holder. There's probably another 3 patients scheduled at 9:30 waiting to be seen. So it's gonna be whoever showed up first for the 9:30 appointment is gonna be seen. And then since we overbooked, we're always running behind.
Is there a reason for the overbooking?
Yeah, of course. We have to keep the way healthcare makes money is by the amount of patients that we see, right? So if there's a high no-show rate at a certain clinic, we have to overbook to guarantee the revenue that we would make for that day.
Got it. So what's up? I know what it is because I do Hey Fran and I've spoken to enough healthcare people thus far, so I kind of know what a no-show rate is. But tell our viewers, like, what's a no-show? Like, what's considered a no-show? Because I know when I book an appointment, they always tell me if I can't show up, cancel. So what's a no-show?
So pretty much a no-show, it's someone, like you said, they make their appointment, they're on the schedule, we'll confirm, but they don't show up to their appointment. Or they might not even confirm. We still leave them on the schedule because we assume they're coming in, but they still don't show. So let's say if we schedule 20 patients, but out of those 20 patients, only 10 show up, that means we lost 10 patients for that day. We don't get the same amount of revenue. So to avoid that, we have to overbook. So if we schedule 30, we expect out of those 30, 20 are going to show up. We can deal with 20 and then 10 not showing up. But if we had scheduled 20 and only 10 show up, we made really no revenue.
So what I'm hearing is healthcare is a business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm sure you've heard this before. There's no profit in cure.
Oh,
so healthcare is an ongoing business. It's like any other business. Yes, we strive to deliver the best patient care that we can, but at the same time, the people who are running these business need to get paid.
So people who run these business, are they also healthcare professionals, or can anybody, like, let's just decide I win the lottery tomorrow, can I decide to open a clinic?
No. So you can decide to open the clinic, but you do need a medical director
Got
to
it.
help you oversee. Because just like a regular practice manager, I cannot oversee clinical professionals.
Got it.
Meaning I cannot tell a doctor when he did something clinically wrong because I'm not a doctor.
Got it.
So you do need that guidance.
So now let's make a distinction. So even though you're babysitting the provider, you're not babysitting them on the work that they're doing. You're basically babysitting, let's say, their attendance.
Yeah, so you babysit their attendance, you babysit their attitude, you babysit the mood that they're in that day. So pretty much my role is to make sure that the provider, one, sees the patient, two, delivers the best patient care and bedside manner that he or she can possibly deliver. Now, when it comes to the clinical aspect, did they do the right treatment plan? Did they code the charts correctly? That's more of a medical director. So that's when, at that point, if I feel something is wrong, I escalate it to the medical director and they step in.
Got it. So the medical director is a medical professional, I'm assuming a doctor.
Correct. Yes.
And you and the medical director work side by side, I would assume. So you both have the same level of authority.
Correct. Yes. So like if I have an issue with a provider when it comes to bedside manner, or not so much bedside manner, but when it comes to a treatment plan, I would escalate that to the medical director, and then they would, view the charting, see what the treatment plan was, and then go from there.
Got it. So when, say, hypothetically speaking, well, not hypothetically, because most businesses have Google reviews. So if you receive a negative Google review, you would address the provider. Let's say if it's for a provider, you would address the provider for the negative attitude they might have had in the room. But if the patient is complaining about they didn't get the correct treatment, then you would escalate it to the director.
Correct. Yes.
That's exactly I love that. Yes. So it sounds like that's the only position that you wouldn't be able to make it to because you don't have a medical degree.
Correct. But I could go to med school. We can
I'm
make
sure
it
you
happen,
can, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
The future is bright.
Love that for you. Love that. So
but yes,
you did say you graduated from school. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And if I remember correctly, there was some kind of policy and procedure in there. So is your goal to take that degree, go to law school, and then come back to healthcare, or are you looking to branch out?
So I'm still debating, right? The goal right now is to go to law school, and then figure out whether I want to come back and be a healthcare representative in the legal world.
That's good. We need more advocates.
Yes, there's a lot. So there's a lot that people don't know, that there's actually lawyers for healthcare who represent like a hospital or a medical facility.
Got it.
But my other route, and this is completely different, is I would like to be a prosecuting DA.
That's beautiful. You know what? You never know. Maybe you'll be prosecuting some doctors for malpractice.
Girl, period.
Love that. Love that. Well, Kimberly, I know this is a busy day for you. I literally called you and I was like, listen, I'm just going to pop up. And you're like, you know what? Meet me at the bar because I need a drink
and here
anyway.
we are, girl, drinking.
So thank you so much for having me. I look forward to seeing you on 90 Day Fiance.
Yes,
congratulations.
Tune in.
I will definitely tune in. Tell our viewers, when is this supposed to air?
So I'm thinking by next fall.
By the next
fall?
So
the upcoming fall.
The upcoming fall, I will be looking out for you. I've actually never watched 90 Days Fiance, but for you, I'm going to tune in.
Tune in, check it out. You guys are going to love it.
And I look forward to one day maybe walking into your clinic. Now, I would say where you work, but I won't, because I'm sure you're going to become famous on 90 Days and we don't need
any pop-ups. We don't need stalkers.
So I'm not going to say where you work, but if you happen to run into Kimberly one day, do tell her hi and tell her you saw her on Hey Friend.
Hey.
Bye, girl.
Bye. Hey Fween, hey Fween, come close, lean in, hear the scene. Let's listen, let's learn, let's feel the beat. The real side of care, that's the key. Yeah, that's the key.